Welcome to Wizard101, an MMO card game where you fight enemies to complete your quests. This video is a safe space to drift off to sleep or de-stress while I narrate quietly. Subscribing to the channel will let me know that you want to see more of this content, so thank you for being here. You are safe, you are loved, and everything will be okay. Today we'll be creating ourselves a balance wizard because I've never really played one before. Before creating it, I am curious as to what score I would have gotten naturally by completing the quiz. So for me, what is more important? Be part of a winning team or showing off my skills? Perhaps the first one would be more rewarding, I guess, to share fun with everyone. Which of these is most powerful? A plague, volcano, sandstorm, earthquake, hurricane, blizzard, or tornado? Perhaps a volcano. My favorite class in school is health. I like all of my classes. Not really. Science and math, reading and writing, and sports. I did like basketball in high school, but every other sport I didn't really like. What's your favorite time of day? The nighttime. Because you kind of feel safe, it's pretty quiet, and you get time for yourself to relax. I would rather be the leader of a group or part of a winning team. It really depends. If I know how to lead the group, then yes. If I don't know, then I will be a follower because you wouldn't have the knowledge. But if I did have the knowledge, I would be the leader of a group. If everyone was okay with me being a leader, yeah. What is your favorite animal? As a kid, I would have chosen a unicorn, which is why I was a life wizard when I was a kid. Between the options of a serpent, dragon, shark, unicorn, bat, crab, and polar bear, all of these can kind of hurt you, I guess. And we don't really know much of a unicorn, what unicorns can do, so I guess a unicorn. I would say true to my childhood self. What's your favorite gemstone? I was actually, when I was younger and I was thinking of if I had ever had a kid, what would I name my kid? It would either be a sapphire or an amethyst, and I do think sapphire is a better name. An ice wizard? No. If you don't know much about the game, an ice wizard is a school that I recommend everyone not to choose. So I will quit out of this and skip the test. Let's be a balance wizard. Not that I like balance wizards, but because I've never really played it properly before. So now that we know what you are, which is a balance wizard, what do you look like? Let's pick a girl. And I'm not really satisfied with this base. This base is good. Oh, but I do want to customize my character. So I do like the hair. We can pick the color if we are balance wizard. So the shade, the color scheme of balance is brown. But perhaps we can be a brunette, or maybe this nice, I actually don't want to be a ginger color. Maybe this dark brown, or I do like the color of a dark brown. Let's go with the eye options. And I really want like a friendly look. I think I like this one where she's friendly with those eyebrows. It's like a concerned look eyebrows. You're not very threatening. What eye color should we choose? Not this eye cat. Honestly, let's just go with all brown. Pretty good. With mouth options. the last option looks good. And the lip color, I am satisfied with the original base lip color. That looks great. Now we can just go with the first option, which was the base one. And what skin color should we choose? Maybe the second lightest shade. She looks pretty friendly now. Do we want any face accessories? No, I think we'll just go bare. Any glasses? I do wear glasses in real life, but they kind of make my wizard look quite ridiculous, I would say. We already have the beige color. Is there any brown options? There's no brown options, but I do want to change the trim so that it fits a balanced wizard. Or maybe I'll just go with red. How do I change the robe color? There we go. Oh, I did not want that. I wanted the trim to be red. Does quite look like a fire wizard with the red, so maybe it's not a great idea. But there really isn't other... I think fire wizards would choose maybe a more of an orange color. I do like the red aesthetic. So let's go with that for our balance wizard. And now we need to choose ourselves a name. So my other character, other wizards are called Mindy, so perhaps not that. I do have another character called a Molly, but not on this account. Not a fan of Raya. Reminds me of... Well, Raya's is a good name. I think maybe Navi. Umi. Not Tima. Bailey would be a cute name for a balanced wizard. Maybe we'll go with Bailey. It was between Bailey and Navi, but I think Navi is more like a cat name. So Bailey who? Bailey Lore? So in the game there's a balance spell called Lore Master, but maybe not, but that is a potential. Bailey Oasis. Well, it doesn't really sound good, but it is part of like a desert balance theme. Bailey Sleep. We can name it Bailey Sleep for this series. So let's go with Bailey Sleep. What do you guys think about that name? Right, so we're a level 1 novice sorcerer and a balanced wizard. So I think... Oh, with the tutorial. Do we want to go through the tutorial? I think we can skip the tutorial. Because the game is just, you pick spells, you attack the enemy, and you complete your quests. It is a very comfortable game to play and drift off to sleep, which is why I chose this game. But I will be playing other games and doing this type of narration style if this video is successful. Let's talk with Mel Ambrose. He says that welcome to Ravenwood Academy, Bailey. Normally this is where you'd be enrolled and sent to your classes. But times are not normal. There's some kind of supernatural incursion in Unicorn Way that must be dealt with immediately. I wonder, you've demonstrated such potential. I think practical experience will serve you better than lectures. That's facts, Ambrose, you are speaking facts. Care to put your talents to the test? Sure. Seek out Private Connolly, the Wizard City Guard in charge of that area. Okay. I think we get teleported to Unicorn Way immediately. Yes, and now it welcomes us to Unicorn Way. So the sound effects are quite scary, which is something I don't like. So I will lower the sound. There are creatures here who will attack you if you get too close to them. Yes. So that is basically people didn't really know how to play this game, and they didn't know that you're supposed to run into mobs, which is why they added that as a dialogue. You say the headmaster sent you to help us? Yes. This used to be a pleasant street, but we've been invaded by hordes of strange creatures. And these creatures are from the villain called Malistaire. And it's actually a very bittersweet story where he wanted to resurrect his wife, but in doing so he kind of like wants to harness magic, and in doing so he causes suffering to other areas of the spiral, and we're trying to reverse what he has done. So the guards and I have been doing our best to push the creatures back, but we're no match for their dark magic, especially the undead. Yeah, so Malistaire is trying to harness dark magic to resurrect his wife. And doing so has disrupted the peace of Unicorn Way. So we start out with 2 gold that we just got from our quest. There are wizards here, and we do need to fight 2 of them. So if I don't think another one will come into the battle, so it might be faster to just go here and do it alone. So with these spells we can choose the one that has the highest accuracy, so that we don't have a chance of fizzling our spells. And what fizzling does is that it just makes our spell not cast, which wastes a turn. Very nice. So there we used a life spell, but we're able to use other people's spells early on because these guys have low health. So any spells can work on them. So like a fire cat, the minimum amount of damage it does is 70, but you have a higher chance of not casting this spell. So the highest spell that is successful at casting would be an imp, and it does the exact amount of damage to kill. Eaten by a mere student wizard. Come souls, let's get lost somewhere safer. Alright, now that we completed that first quest of killing 2 lost souls, let's go back to Private Connolly to submit our quest. That Turn the Tide will follow your lead and start pushing these ghostly things back. But I'm worried we won't be able to drive the phantoms away for good without knowing why they attacked us. We've got to find out what's behind this. Another intrepid student, Sarah Nightchan, also came to help. Maybe he's learned something useful. Okay, let's go talk to Sarah Nightchan.
I couldn't help but notice how you took down those lost souls. I have to say, I'm quite impressed by your spell-slinging skills. When I heard there was trouble on Unicorn Way, I rushed right over. But then I saw what's out there. Skeletal pirates. Skeletons I can handle, but skeletal pirates? Pah! Yar! No thank you! Pirates give me the heebie-jeebies.
Excuse me, did I hear you 2 talking about skeletal pirates? If you're going to face them, please come talk to me first.
Okay, so Olivia Dawnwillow is suggesting us that we can kill two birds with one stone, where she will give us a side quest.
It would be good to know exactly what we're up against. Do you think you could battle a few skeletal pirates to see how tough they are? Great! I'll mark their location on your map. Thank you so much for doing this. Good luck!
That reminds me, we can mark a location here.
Oh, press M to access your map. Because you'll be engaging if you need to boost your...
Okay. So that basically just said that if we needed more health, we can consume those red health wisps that are floating around the area. And also that Olivia can give us the same quest.
Part of the main story. Side quests are optional, but allow you to gain additional rewards. Good.
Yes. I don't recommend anyone to collect side quests, but if you're fighting the same mobs, then you can just get an additional experience, and that'll be more efficient. Now we're not gonna have any mounts until we receive 1,000 gold, so that we can buy ourselves a temporary one. This will be like a budget kind of walkthrough where I won't transfer things from other characters. So let's actually join this guy's duel as well. Oh, we don't get another minion involved? That's pretty sad. I thought that we would get another minion if I join other people's battles. They must have changed it, where I guess we don't even need to join other people's battles if they don't give us another mob. So we can just do it ourselves then. So it has higher health. Do we want to try to use our balance spell? Let's hopefully... Well, let's hope that it doesn't fizzle. We did the lowest end, so we do need to cast it again, and I do want to use the imp, which will have the highest amount of the spell casting, but we did have a 10% chance of fizzling and we did fizzle. So the second highest card will be a outbound spell again. I did the lowest end again.
Parley, parley! Ye got guts, little wizard. More than us to be sure, but ye be no match for that which rattles in the darkness.
Okay, I guess I'll give Olivia that reagent. That reagent isn't really useful for our wizard until... Well, it's not very useful until you want to kind of like do side activities in the endgame content. We did have a TP to Sarah Nightchant, but he is pretty close, so I guess we can just manually walk there for now. Okay, so Olivia gave us a new gear that gives us 10 additional health so that we don't die.
Oh, wow! You made it back! The pirates warned about a rattle in the darkness? See, this is what I was talking about. Pirates are always creepy and frustratingly vague.
The rattle in the darkness is foreshadowing a pirate called Rattlebones that we will need to fight very shortly.
What is clear is that some evil magic has emerged here, and we're going to need more than a handful of guards to stop it.
Okay, I will save Unicorn Way.
There is a powerful, ancient being who may be able to help us understand the dark forces we're facing, the wise seraph Lady Oriel.
I've forgotten how she knows about these dark forces.
Not only does Lady Ariel possess strong magic, she's also the warden of the fairies, and they keep her well informed.
Ah. So the fairies will tell her how the dark magic emerged.
Perhaps she's heard something about this rattle in the darkness. Go speak with her in the hedge maze at the far end of Unicorn Way.
Yes, it is the far end of Unicorn Way. It is essentially at the very end of this map, so it is a very long way to walk. But no worries. We can just admire the view of Unicorn Way, where they have these posts or warning signs. Warning signs that there's dangerous pirates here. And I think when we finish Unicorn Way, those things disappear, but I'm not sure. I didn't really pay attention that much, and this game does receive a lot of updates. So with older players, there's always something new when you create a new wizard. Alright, that wasn't that long of a walk. That's good. I wonder how long until we get our first broom mount, because we are a wizard and we can ride a broomstick. Lady Oriole!
Halt! What purpose brings you into our hedge maze? Forgive me, young wizard. These dark times make me leery of new faces, but now I see the light within. We've much to discuss.
Aww. I see. Yeah, you've got to be cautious. But I'm glad that she can see that we're a good wizard.
The evil forces that loosed the undead upon Unicorn Way have also corrupted my precious fairies. Please, you must help them.
Yeah, so these yellow sprite fairies turn into dark sprite fairies because of the malice there. Infecting this area.
Vile bone cages have appeared along Unicorn Way. They are filled with a mysterious dark magic that corrupts all fairy folk who venture near them. Dispel the dark magic in the bone cages, then bring me fairy dust from those it corrupted. It may reveal to me who is behind this atrocity.
This is my first time actually listening to and like reading all of the dialogue. So I'm now understanding how all of these quests link to each other.
It pains me to say it, but the only way to obtain the fairy dust is to wrestle
them.
Fairies in combat. Once
That's
you've
funny.
dispelled the bone cages and collected the fairy dust, return to me immediately. Good luck, young wizard. May the light guide you.
Thank you, Lady Oriole. She's such a nurturing figure. Okay, so we need to complete 2 missions, which is open the bone cages and also defeating the dark fairy. We won't mark a TP because I do want to teleport to Seren Nightchant when we have to go back to him. So this is one of the bone cages that we can open. We can open this one as well. I think we need to open another one, but by the time we defeat these guys, the bone cage will regenerate. Oh, now we get into a battle. Okay. So, it is a life wizard. I'm not sure if they resist. Let's see if these mobs resist to life magic. I don't know if they have coded it in where in this this early of the game, they resist, do they? They don't. Okay. So we essentially can use any spell of our choice. Now, there are some spells that I do want to take out of my deck, so if we press P, we can remove the cards from below. So, there's not a difference between an Ice Beetle and a Life Imp. They do the same amount of damage, except I have a higher chance of not casting the Ice one, so we can get rid of that one. If we do need to heal ourselves, we can use a Heartbeat, so that is pretty useful. So Bloodbite has 80% chance of fizzling, does 60 to 100. A Dark Sprite is the same as a Scarab, so we don't really need it because we have 4 copies of our Scarab. And actually, if we can see, the Scarab, our one that we have in our deck, does more than the one below. So our one that we have trained is 65 damage compared to the lowest end of 55, so we can actually get rid of the scarab below. And the difference between a Firecat and the Thunder Snake is that the Thunder Snake does 25 more damage actually, but has a 5% chance of fizzling. I do like those odds to do 25 more damage, but we do risk not casting the spell. I will keep it in the meantime. Now we can't reopen these cages, so what we can do is change rooms by pressing escape and then going into this double ball icon and switching rooms. We really not open these, huh? Wow. The coding has changed. So interesting. Wow. The coding changed. I did not know that. But you do need to open different cages then. It doesn't work to change rooms. Wow. That's a new thing. From back when I used to play this game, you could switch realms and it would work. But I guess they changed the coding of it. Let's see if we use a Thunder Snake, if there's a less chance of casting it, if we're successful at casting the spell. We are successful at it. Very nice. And so we kill it immediately.
I can feel the darkness down in my bones. But now that terrible cloud has been lifted, oh thank you, thank you, thank you.
So defeating the mob helps them. Which means we don't actually kill them. Interesting.
You hear a tiny, joyful voice call your name.
What? Oh, little sprite fairy.
Thank you for helping us, kind wizard. Your courage and benevolence will not soon be forgotten by the fairy folk.
You're welcome. And now I think we learn a fairy spell that heals us.
You've cemented your reputation as a hero to the fairy folk, young wizard. With the bone cages dispelled, I can help the other corrupted fairies in time. Now we must root out who is behind this attack. Please, let me examine the fairy dust.
Okay.
Is that? But how? The fairy dust displays scars of a dark magic banished from this world long ago. Could it be? Rattle in the darkness? Rattlebones. In life, a ruthless tyrant who was banished to the underworld for his crimes. If I focus, Perhaps I can sense his location.
Wait, what crimes did Rattlebones do?
Ugh, so much darkness. No,
Aw.
my vision is obscured. All I see is a tower ringed in bones. Siren Nightchant knows Unicorn Way. Perhaps he can help. You must hurry. Here, take this broom. It will allow you to travel to Siren
You finally
much
get our
faster.
broom.
Now fly, and may the light guide you.
You've received a temporary mount that will expire after 1 day. You can also purchase permanent mounts from mount vendors or the crown shop.
Wow, this is new too, that they put icons for the to suggest where the shop is. So much things has changed.
To equip a mount, press
Quickly,
Yes.
you must ride to Siren at once. Ask him if he knows of a tower ringed in bones. Go.
Okay, so this gear that gives us 2 resist, 2 balance doesn't really help us. So I won't equip it. Alright, so let's teleport back to Siren because we marked a location. And we can also equip our mount that we just got, and it gives us 40% speed for 1 day.
Hello! You were gone for so long, I was beginning to worry you'd run off and joined a skeletal pirate crew. What did Lady Oriel have to say? Oriel thinks an underworld tyrant named Rattlebones is behind all this? Wicked. Let me think. He's in a tower ringed in bones. Well, the skeletal pirates do seem to be concentrated around the old archives. Try looking there. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Ah, thank you. There's no teleporters in this area, but it is useful when they do mark where all the bosses are on the map. But we can just simply follow our quest arrow, and now we can travel much faster with this broom, which will help us a lot. So we actually did not receive the healing spell, the fairy spell. I wonder when we get the healing spell, but we're not gonna use it because we have the heartbeat spell
Good
that we
work,
can use
my
instead.
thrall. This could be the tome Bannister seeks. Now what's this? A wizard? Excellent. I could use a combat break. Let's play.
Oh, so on the icon he's metallic, but I wonder if we ever fight it's more like a metallic robot cyborg kind of enemy more than this skeleton bone material. So now there are 2 enemies, but they don't have much health. I assume he probably has maybe 200 something health. Oh, not even. Okay, he has 135 health. So the rule of thumb is to get rid of the lowest enemy first, so that they don't do more damage on us. I will try to cast a Thunder Snake on the fairy, but I do think, we don't fizzle. We took the risk and it succeeded. Although it did hit the low end, so we do need to cast it again. I wonder if life spells boost on Rattlebones, or if it's too early for those mechanics. Because in the game, life boosts against death and death boosts against life, but we are a balanced wizard, so it doesn't really affect us. So let's test if life magic can boost against death. If they integrated the mechanic this earlier on, or if there's no, if we have to go into maybe the more difficult areas for that system to trigger. Okay, so nothing in Unicorn Way actually follows the mechanic, which is not really great at teaching wizards early on about which schools boost and which schools resist. Yeah. We are getting low on health, but no spell can actually kill us. So instead of healing, we just continue to attack. And he fizzles. As I said, these fights are very easy.
The day is yours, young one. But the Dark Master's plan is already in motion.
In his haste to leave, Rattlebones dropped the tome he was holding.
Oh, wow.
Important. Perhaps Saren will know what should be done with it.
He's so reckless that he dropped the most important item. That's interesting. Alright, we did get a robe with more health, so that's always useful.
As you walk back onto Unicorn Way, you can't help but notice that the dark magic that was previously choking the street seems to have abated.
Now that we defeated Rattlebones, there's no longer any of those signs, those wooden posts, because I guess they're not dangerous anymore, or that Rattlebones fled. They're not dangerous anymore because Rattlebones fled. We scared him off, I assume. Let's see if that is correct.
You did it, didn't you? You
beat Rattlebones.
The darkness plaguing Unicorn Way is lifting. Look! With Rattlebones defeated, the guards should be able to drive away the rest of the undead horde. Ooh, that tome looks important. You should take it to the library in the Commons. Harold Argleston will know what to do with it.
Well, everything does link to each other. Link to everything. Alright, so we got another boot that does us 2 flat damage. So if our spell does 65 damage, like with a Scarab, it will do 67 damage now. So it just adds like 2 damage. And the difference between flat damage and percentage damage is that this hand icon is an open hand, whereas a closed fist would be percentage damage, and we are looking for a closed fist, but I don't think any of these gear, the mobs give us any of those good gear. You have to rely on something called a bazaar, but you need money, which we only have 114 gold at the moment.
Well, hello there. I don't think I've seen you in the library before. I'm Harold Argleston, Master Librarian Extraordinaire. You say you recover this tome from an underworld tyrant who is going to give it to his dark master, Malistaire?
So Malistaire is recruiting like corrupt criminals, which they said that Rattlebones was a criminal. And so that makes a lot of sense that the criminal will work for a villain.
I do believe this is a matter for Headmaster Ambrose. You should take the tome to him at once.
I would assume that Malistaire tried to make a deal with Rattlebones that if you accomplish this mission, I will free you or something. I'm not sure, but that's just what it's suggesting. That's what I'm assuming. I could be wrong.
But before you go, allow me to reward you for your heroics. Please accept this treasure.
Treasure cards. Wow. The lore. Wow, the lore makes sense.
Treasure cards are special. One press key.
So what treasure cards does he give us?
Regular spell cards,
He gives us a healing
can
one.
only be used once, so use them wisely.
So basically that librarian is in charge of an event called Decathlon, and you can buy treasure cards from him, which is why I laughed, because I didn't really know all of this. I just skipped everything, but it's funny to see how everything links to each other, that the storyline actually is relevant to the origins of like the purpose of the NPCs.
Oh, good, you're back. I'm anxious to hear your update on Unicorn Way. Evil darkness summoned from the underworld? Oh my. Rattlebones, you say? But he was banished centuries ago.
Oh wow.
How could... Oh,
Malistaire.
Of course. But why? Rattlebones was searching the Unicorn Way archive for this tome? Well, let me see what it is. On the trail of the Order of the Fang. Oh, my stars. I will certainly look into this.
Oh, okay. That will lead us to Malistaire wanting the Order of the Fang, which brings us to a world called Crocotopia. Ah, so the lore is that we're trying to save Unicorn Way. Basically, a summary is that we've tried to save Unicorn Way. We've discovered that dark magic has corrupted the area, and so we need to find what has caused the dark magic. Then we are led to defeat Rattlebones, and that gave us a clue of the tome, where now we're trying to follow the trail of the Order of the Fang. Nice.
While I do that, you need to attend to the matter of your long-delayed enrollment.
We haven't enrolled
If you are
yet?
to truly master your magical talents, we must induct you officially into our academy.
Oh.
I'll send you now to Mr. Lincoln, our registrar in Ravenwood. He will introduce you to our professors and help you begin your studies.
Wow, so they basically just threw us into the deep end. Testing if we have the capabilities to
From time
fight.
to time, you'll see icons appear on the map.
And before we even fought, we haven't even enrolled yet. That's funny. How is that legal to use us to discover what is going on, and then now we're enrolled? I do reckon that Mel Ambrose is the true villain of Wizard101.
You must be the new student I've heard so much about. You made quite a name for yourself on Unicorn Way. I'm Mr. Lincoln, and I just have some quick paperwork to get you enrolled. Signature here, initials there, and a lock of hair here. Are you allergic to unicorns or eyes of newt? Good. That takes care of that. To complete your enrollment, come meet your professors.
Welcome. I am the professor of the Ice School, where we teach thaumaturges to endure like permafrost, withstanding all attacks.
While in the Storm School, we instruct young diviners to strike hard, fast as lightning, defeat the enemy before they know what hit them.
We pyromancers of the Fire School prefer to carefully fan the flames. Utilizing damage over time spells, we slow burn our enemies to cinders.
Ah, inflict more pain onto the enemy and delay their death. However, in terms of Wizard101 mechanics, it's not a very useful feature, unfortunately. But I like where your headspace is at, Dahlia. A little flick hair.
Commanding the elements is indeed impressive, but Theurgis of the Life School seek harmony with nature, which gives us the power to heal others.
Sorcerers also seek harmony, symmetry in all things. Balance is unique magic from Crocotopia, which supports and enhances the other schools.
Yep, so we are a support wizard.
Fireballs and flowers. Fresh magic that. All wizards summon monsters to fight for us, but only the best conjurers dare study the ways of myth.
I do like how Cyrus Drake kind of has like a villain voice, because, spoiler alert, Cyrus Drake is Malister's brother.
And I'm Malone, not, exactly a professor. We haven't had a real death professor since the last one turned evil and destroyed the school, so...
Oh. Wow, okay. So, Malone is in replacement of Malister, which turned evil and destroyed the school. Huh. So why not Duncan Grimwater? Maybe Duncan Grimwater did something.
I can get you started at being a necromancer. Our death spells drain...
Stick around a spell, as it were, after this lot is dispersed, and I shall tell you what I've learned of balance magic.
Now they're trying to convince us to train different spells, which is not a good idea in Wizard101. Not be training different spells. And also these, the spell that we just got, which is Elemental Shields, it's not very useful early on.
Fascinating place, Crocotopia, home to a kingdom of mystic reptiles. Their ancient sorcerers invented a composite of primal magics called balance. It's still a little unofficial though, so I'm out here teaching under the clouds. Check by regularly to train new balance spells. As your proficiency level increases, I'll call you here to learn unique spells only the most practiced of sorcerers can master. Train yourself in a scorpion spell, then tell Mr. Lincoln you're ready to finish your enrollment. Toodles!
Do we get a new spell?
Already learning multi-pip spells? Oh, splendid! At the beginning of each round of combat, you'll gain some spells, like this one, take more than 1 pip to cast. To use it, pass a turn.
Oh, wow.
Or cast a 0 pip spell to build up your pip supply.
So we are level 5 already. Didn't know that after you complete Unicorn Way, you're already level 5. That's very quick. Okay. It does the same amount of accuracy, but we really don't use them that often, since mobs are quite easy.
You've met your professor. Great! You can train spells in your school. Here, I'll give you. Anyway, now that you're enrolled, you get your own dorm room. And this is the girls' dorm. You can also use the Go Home button to reach your dorm room from anywhere. Once you get settled in, report to the headmaster.
Okay, so they want us to go to the girls' dormitory. And this is I like how minimalistic it is. It is like the basic necessities that if we want to plant a plant, we can. If we just want to sleep, we can. If we want to open our bank, which I do have a lot of things in the bank from my other characters, I think. Oh, I have nothing in... Oh, that's my bank. So it's called a shared bank, where we can transfer over things, but... Should we transfer over things? No, I think we will just do like a budget walkthrough where we don't have an advantage from our other characters. Let's just do basic gameplay like any other wizard would do. Wow, there are a lot of people here. To celebrate the Christmas spirit, I am recording this on Christmas Day. Me but for Americans it'll be Christmas Eve.
You're officially enrolled now? Then let me formally welcome you with this new healing spell.
Ah, now we get fairy.
Let me also introduce you to our resident advisor, Abby K. Doodle. She can tell you all about our many electives when you have time. But on to more serious matters. It seems the troubles in Unicorn Way were but the tip of an evil iceberg. While you were gone, chaos erupted all over the city. Undead run amok in the streets, and our former allies have turned against us. Malistaire must be behind this. Your victory on Unicorn Way makes you the perfect person to deal with this crisis. I foresaw you might save Wizard City. Now's your chance. Go to Old Town and talk to Sergeant Muldoon immediately. We must set things right and discover Malistaire's goal in all this.
One last word before you embark on your quest. I've tried to answer most of the questions you'd have, but there is much more to tell you. If you haven't looked into your spellbook yet, click on the book in the bottom right of your screen. Click on the question mark tab. Oh, good luck, young wizard.
Alright, so Abby K. Doodle is a new NPC, well, like a recent NPC.
Oh, wow, you look new. Are you new here? Have you met all the professors? Have you picked a school? Oh, have you tried electives? You've gotta try electives. They're a great break from dueling, and you can get... Oh, you just have to let me show you around Wizard City and all the amazing things you can do here.
Honestly, I'm curious. But she's giving us a city tour, and I don't want a tour. Because I already know Wizard City. There's not really... We've kind of literally explored everything, honestly. There's not much of a tour except Golem Court is the only place that we haven't explored here. So if you wanted to see what Golem Court looks like. So here's the fairgrounds where we can buy potions, and though we can't ride the don't know what this is called. We can go to Golem Court. This dude just introduces us to photomancy. So if we press Z or Z on our keyboard, we can take a picture. And then this is where we learn gardening at level 12. And honestly, don't know who Regina Flamethorn is. So we do need to go to Old Town, and one of the good trick is that we can use the social tabs to find areas to teleport to. So we could teleport to the bazaar, but I know that Old Town is safe to TP to. Where there's no mobs in Old Town, so it's why I suggested it. But if you did want to go to Old Town, you can just teleport to someone in the bazaar, exit the bazaar, and it brings you here.
Beware! Beyond these gates the city's gone mad. Wait, you're the hero of Unicorn Way. The headmaster sent you to help. Thank goodness. We've got undead all over the place. Every cursed spirit and vile ghost we sealed away has broken free and attacked the city. Nowhere is safe.
Oh, I think this is new as well.
Now what? Oh, it's a pet. You're kind of like a wizard's familiar. They help out in all sorts of ways, from discovery to dueling. But it shouldn't be in that tower. That's the caretaker's tower. Oh, right. Undead. Wizard, go with the pet, work together and find out what's happening in that tower.
So this is a different new addition to like the old quest line.
Pet egg in your inventory. Once it hatches, you can equip the pet just as you would a wand and bring it into the tower.
Quite a lot is happening at once.
An egg in your backpack.
Once it hatches, you can equip it just as you would any other pet.
You have just discovered a badge. Badges are achievements that you will earn throughout. Some badges will need you to defeat a certain number of foes, and others will require that you complete heroic deeds. Good luck in finding them all.
Alright, so we can equip a new badge, which is new pet owner, okay. Where we access it by pressing C on our keyboard. And they gave us a pet, I think. It gave us this Donna Bear.
No, I lost! I can't believe You, other wizard, hurry! You have to help!
Penny Dreadful, what are you? Here.
You shouldn't have come to this tower. No, shouldn't have done that. Gonna interfere with things don't concern you. Like my plan to turn all pets into zombie pets, You'll see you will. When it comes to pets, sometimes undead is...
If you have a pet equipped, it can help you in battle.
Can my pet even help me? I don't think it can. It literally has nothing on it. Let's see. Maybe it has like a will cast thing. No, it doesn't. It doesn't even help us. That's funny. Oh, I need to remove the pixies out of my deck. So the mob is a storm and he has 150 health. 65 plus 65. 130, I think. I don't know why we have a blood bat. Let's remove a blood bat from our deck after this, because it does less than our balance spell. Alright, let's do another one.
I know when I'm whooped, but I threw the key to my pet kennel into the kennel itself, I did. You can't get through those bars, no how.
What? That's terrible! We have to get into that kennel. But how?
Oh, we're gonna go into pet mode. That's so funny.
Oh, I'm Penny Dreadful. I'm new here. When I saw this zombie guy stealing the pets, I tried to stop him and I guess I need more practice.
Who is she and why is she an NPC if she needs more practice?
You were great though, but I don't suppose you have any shrinking spells to help us slip through those bars? Oh! What about your pet? It's pretty small. Can you command it to go into the next room and get the key?
Oh wow. We're not going in pet mode, we are going in pet mode.
Your pet, allowing you to get to places and see things wizards can't. Use this ability to enter the next room.
Haha, that's so funny, man. Alright, can I get out of pet mode? We really can't. That's okay. Alright, on my way to a kennel key. I guess we travel in like 10% speed. This is pretty slow. Hey, what? We don't open it? We have to go back to Penny? Huh? I don't recall this. Really? Don't recall this. I've done this quest before, but I don't recall it because I kind of like skipped everything.
Unlock and enter the next room.
Great! Now let's go save all those poor pets. These cells have combinations ventilation locks, and only old Judd would know the code.
Who's old Judd?
I mean, maybe the captive pet saw him put in the correct combo, but I don't speak pet. Do you? I'm seriously
Wait,
asking.
we can speak pet?
Maybe we can guess the combo. Our only sensible option is to find some way to talk to these captive pets and get the combo.
Ah, there we go. We do go back to pet mode. This is what I recall. You know, pet can
I
talk
saw that
to.
smelly guy put in the combo lots of times. It's 000003.
Wait, these pets are so cute. I don't think I've seen this mouse before. Wow, so basically half of the pets on the left is the cutest pets. We're gonna unlock it. There we go. Wait, that's so funny. That when we got out of pet mode, we could only hear him, so hear it saying meow instead of it talking. Wait, that is... Honestly, this is a fun game now that I'm listening to the dialogue. This is fun to see how ridiculous it is.
I'll make sure the pets get back to the pet pavilion in one piece. Check it out sometime to learn all about pet training. After they're safe, I'll go to the headmaster's office and complete my enrollment. Come find me when you get a chance.
You haven't completed your enrollment? Oh, so Penny Dreadful probably was sent here, and then she got caught. She wasn't a good enough wizard.
For right now, though, go tell the guard outside what's happened here.
Interesting. Oh, we need to go back to Muldoon. Wait, he's like right outside. But a little tip is that you can just exit the place quickly by exiting out, and now you're exited out instead of running all the way back.
You saved the pets and a young student, not bad. But our work is just beginning and I need all the help I can get.
Speaking of which, your pet has gained enough experience, XP, from this. With this talent, you can command your pet to attack. Select this talent costs a bit of...
I've got alarming reports from Cyclops Lane and Triton Avenue, and I haven't heard anything out of Firecat Alley. So, where do you want to start?
Wow. Oh. Hello, pet. It has given me balance assistant. So it casts an extra spell that will help us. That does 45 damage. So I do have membership where you need to pay I think it's like $10 a month. But I am a streamer and I stream Wizard101, and I've done a basically like a stream event where they give us codes, membership codes to give away to viewers. But for me to continue streaming this game, I got a code that I've used to play this game for free for a month. So before our membership runs out, Cyclops Lane and Firecat Alley is the areas where you do need a membership, so we can explore those
There's
first.
a part of the city we contracted out to the Cyclops Legion, appropriately called Cyclops Lane. But their leader, General Achilles, proclaimed an edict outlawing all things with more eyes than he, and forced all residents out of their homes. It's strange. Achilles always seemed an honorable fella, without insecurities about his ocular limitations. No idea what could have changed his mind. Professor Cyrus Drake took this personally, as he and Achilles go back a ways, and sent his student to investigate. Let's see, I wrote his name down. Ah, yes, Nolan... Wait. Stormgate? That can't be right. Anyway...
In the meantime, we can also
You
accept
say this was
Fireplace.
orchestrated by the former Death Professor? I thought he was dead. Well, all the other dead are back, so yeah, that makes sense. The whole city's a mess. The guard is completely overwhelmed. I hate to ask, but could you see if Private Quinn on Firecat Alley needs help?
Alright.
Triton Avenue's been overrun by the undead. I don't have any guards left to try and deal with it either. You're not the first student to offer help. 2 wizards named Griffinbane went in a little while ago, and there was another named Grimwater.
Oh, that's where we meet Duncan Greenwater.
But none of them have come out, and I've gotten no word. Can you help me try to find them? Good luck, and above all, be careful.
We have 3 side quests. Well, no, we have 3 main quests, and main quests are indicated by star icons in the quest book. We can go to Cyclops Lane first. Right here, actually. And as I said, this game is not free to play. We've hit the paywall
Professor
already,
Drake
but
sent
I
me
do
another
have a
assistant.
membership.
Hurry, this way. We can talk safely over here.
Look there, Wizard. Do you see that device? It's a teleporter. If you use it, it will transport you to other teleporters on the street. You can get where you're going quickly.
Alright. Let's use the teleporter to get to Nolan quicker.
There. Much better. Hopefully you're more useful than my other assistants. Lazy layabouts just run off.
Wow. That's an attitude.
My fellow students and I came to confirm the successful thwarting of the Cyclops Rebellion. But there's a problem. The thwarting was unsuccessful. Which should be impossible. Professor Drake handled this problem as any conjurer would. He summoned trolls and minotaurs to deal with it for him. But these lumbering trolls and minotaur warhorns don't seem to be working. They're just wandering around in circles. We could report that to Professor Drake, but I see a spark of ambition in you. Let's knock the sense back into these beasts ourselves, yes? That will certainly earn us some extra credit. You go battle trolls and I'll handle the warhorns.
Really? So we're going to battle the creatures that Professor Cyrus Drake summoned. I don't think that will go very well then. Wouldn't Cyrus Drake not be glad that we killed his minions? Maybe that's why Cyrus Drake is quite grumpy of a professor. So we'll cast a pet thingy now. And wait, our spells do more damage than Imp and Mythbat. So we are going to remove it out of our deck after this fight, as well as all of the fairies. Wow, we didn't kill. How much health is he at? I think he's at 3 health. 1 health? How the heck? Did I see some Mistwood? Yes, Mistwood is very useful. I recommend if you see any reagents on the ground, you should pick them. So we need to fight 2 more of them. Let's remove the Bloodbat. And the Imp does less damage than our Scarab, and we don't really care about accuracy anymore. Now we just have attacks that do the highest amount of damage regardless of focusing on the accuracy. It's okay if we don't cast our spell. Alright, so maybe let's give a Thunder Snake a try. Nice. Oh, but it hit low end. So again, I am doing 47 damage with the spell because I have equipped a boot that gives us 2 flat damage, which is just an additional 2, like, instead of doing 45, we do 47. Honestly, I'm just going to pass, and then we can use our Scorpion, which guarantees a kill if we don't fizzle.
Not as easy to capture as other students were. Now General Achilles let trolls go hungry.
I like how dumb these trolls sound. It's like caveman vernacular. It's like me no likey.
What? The trolls summoned to defeat the Cyclopses have joined up with them and captured my student assistants? What did you do?
The trolls summoned to defeat the Cyclopses have joined up with them.
Never mind, never mind. This is no time for recriminations. That will come later. Now we must figure out how this happened.
But I thought Nolan didn't care about the students, and now he cared that they captured, like the trolls and the Cyclops captured his students? That's funny, that's why I was confused. How does he care when he insulted his students for being very lazy? But I think the reason why he was surprised was because he misunderstood what happened, where he's thinking that they're lazy and not doing anything, where in fact they were just captured.
Minions cannot just turn on their masters. It's against their code of honor, or laws of physics, or whatever. I think our best course of action is to tell a grown-up. Report the situation to Professor Drake, while I remain and bravely hold the line. Make sure to mention that I'm still here, bravely holding the line while the other students are busy talking and getting captured.
I mean, he just wants extra credit.
You can get to Ravenwood and back quickly by pressing use the Return to Commons button to get back to the Commons.
Nice.
And then head to Ravenwood.
Honestly, good tip. But to get to... oh, we can't get to Ravenwood quick until level 12. So I guess we do need to rely on going to our home, which is our dormitory, exiting our dorm, which then brings us to Ravenwood. Alright, let's talk to Cyrus Drake and he will insult us. He's a grumpy little professor. Or a grumpy tall professor.
Yes, yes, trouble on Cyclops Lane, something students. Oh, you're one of those fast talkers, aren't you? Lovely.
There we go. Our first interaction with our professor, or not our professor, with the myth professor is an insult.
Let me save you the trouble of breathlessly barking and dancing about like a dog reporting a mishap in a well. I already know everything.
Okay, know it all.
And I need you, yes you, to help me save Cyclops Lane. Are you up to it? Splendid. Then quickly, go to Victor Darkwood in the shopping district. He will give you an item of great importance. Bring it back to me. And I need you, yes you. He will give you an item of great importance. Bring it back to me.
Oh, I was like, who's Victor in Old Town? But he's in Wizard City Robe Shop. So to get to the district, we can actually go through new tokens, and that will bring us to shopping district. It brings us to Majid, which is like a... Can we collect anything? No, I'm already at the max. So it brings us right outside there.
Welcome to Darkwood's Apparel Barrel, where shopping for apparel's more fun than Monkistons in a barrel.
Alright, you're the most useless NPC. No one visits you, but I guess the only people that visit you are students and new students. I'm learning from Cyrus Drake to insult people.
Professor Drake sent you, eh? Which
Yes.
one? The mean one or the evil one?
Evelyn.
Cyrus?
Wow.
He's the mean one.
The mean one or the evil one? Yeah, Cyrus is a tall, mean professor.
The old death professor Malistaire, oi. That's his brother. Always wear a grumpy pair. Can't say I mind there being one less around these days.
I wonder why they were grumpy. I wonder who their parents were. Like, they must have grew up in like a terrible family dynamic, I guess.
Anyway, here's the old Grump's package. All his laundry clean, pressed, and folded correctly. No matter what he says.
Oh, so he's a robe shopkeeper, yeah. Does he give us anything good? We can do 1 more damage, so instead of an extra 2 flat damage, you can do an extra 1 flat damage. Nah, it's not worth it compared to health. So let's get back to Cyrus Drake through entering our dorms and then exiting the door.
Well, that certainly took you long enough. No doubt Victor folded my robes improperly as well.
You meanie.
Why do you continue raving about Cyclops Lane? The situation is well in. The trolls are revolting, you say? Yes, that is a problem, and it must be dealt with harshly. Take this note to Headmaster Ambrose at once.
Huh. I mean, he's pretty chill that the minions that he brought to Cyclops Lane aren't doing the best, and instead of insulting us that we're wrong, that he's actually taking us seriously and going to Mel Ambrose. So let's go back to the comments. I'm all about efficiency in terms of traveling, so these are all the, if you are not sleeping and you are learning from my gameplay, I do have a whole YouTube channel that teaches you how to play this game at a professional, well, not really a professional level, but like at a more efficient level.
The trolls are revolting, joke, but this is simply too far. You mean to say the trolls he sent to Cyclops Lane?
Wait.
I will not expel you. I realize Professor Drake takes particular umbrage at the trolls are revolting joke, but this is simply too far.
Wait, so Cyrus Drake did insult us, because he was trying to make fun of us as a student that trolls are revolting and frame it as a joke and get us in trouble. He really is a meanie.
Sent to Cyclops Lane are revolting in the combative sense. Oh dear, he must remedy this at once. Don't worry, young wizard. Professor Drake may seem callous, but he is not his brother. Impress upon him the severity of the issue, and he will help.
Okay, so we're not going to collect side quests, because side quests are a waste of time. So let's go back to our dorm. We need to go to Ravenwood. It says on the bottom of our screen that I'm reading the arrow. Talk to Cyrus Drake in Ravenwood. The School of Myth. It's funny though because he's coming off very mean and egotistical, and the school that represents those characteristics is actually Storm, but I guess Myth is that apparently. That's funny.
You're still here? The trolls are rebelling, Captured some students, you say? Nolan behaving bravely? I don't believe you. Although, thinking about it, Wizard City is old and holds many ghosts with strange powers not commonly practiced today. It's not impossible such a spirit may have a way to enthrall my minions, though General Achilles would have neither means nor motive to summon one. What's that? Yes, Malastair would. It's not. What's that? Yes, Malastair would. I heard you met him. Well, he and Achilles are old comrades. Who knows what dark powers he gave the Cyclops? All I can do is guide you. Whatever my brother summoned to disrupt my magic will be with Achilles. Find it, destroy it, and save the students. Also, make sure young Master Stormgate doesn't get swallowed by his own humongo frog again.
Wow, even Cyrus Drake is laughing at that. I'm laughing because Nolan Stormgate really wants extra credit, right? And he's trying to impress Cyrus Drake, and yet we're making fun of him for doing a stupid thing by getting swallowed by his own humongo frog.
If you marked your location, click the recall button to return to your mark.
Yes, I did mark my location.
Professor Drake said to tell me not to get eaten.
Mm.
I knew deep down he really cared.
Wait.
And he's trusted me to save Cyclops Lane.
Oh my god, that is so funny that Nolan doesn't even take that as an insult or like a way of mocking his skill. He feels honored that Cyrus Drake cares about him. Or imagine having that type of brain. Honestly, you're just like in La La Land, where like la 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 la, nothing can hurt me, la 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 la. Oh, you care that I don't get in trouble, like that I don't die. Oh my god, la 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 la.
So then, if the students were kidnapped by trolls and the trolls work for the Cyclopsi, then a Cyclops should know where the students are. Therefore, my first order of business is to have you go fight Cyclopsicles until one tells you where the students are.
Okay, so we're trying to get information through violence. Alright. Didn't know that these Cyclops were called Cyclopsicles. They're not called Cyclopsicles, but I guess we want to be cute and say Cyclopsicles. So I do want to change my wand. It's not very useful anymore now that we have learned a spell a 2-pip spell that kind of immediately kills them. And so to gain pips instead of passing, we should purchase a wand that gives us a 0-pip attack in the bazaar. I guess the only useful thing of keeping this wand would be healing. Would be the heal spell, but we can always just put treasure cards in our TCs, in our sideboard, so that if we do need a heal,
you have to
we
get
can
us out
rely
of
on
here.
that.
Those zombie creatures have the talisman to dispel these bubbles. Get it from them, please.
Okay. So let's mark a teleport here, and we only have 234 gold. We're broke. Let's see if we can afford a new wand in the bazaar. Let's buy equipment, go to our wand, and wow, they don't have any. Wow. I guess we will. What? When was this hippo integrated into the game? This is a massive hippo. I guess this one is kind of useful because it does give us 5% accuracy, so I guess we can keep it for a bit until we have a wand upgrade. So I don't want to enter that battle because then I would pull in a haunted minion, which we don't need. So we will start our own separate battle. We do need to feed our pet because I assume it's running out of happiness to do the 45%, sorry, the 45 and 47 extra damage.
Fine. Take the talisman, free the miscreants, but you will all be chow for the Great One, whose gaze enthralls and whose teeth destroy.
Okay. Dispel a bubble.
Oh, thank you! I thought for sure the spirits here were going to possess us and make us dance to catchy, upbeat music. It's my worst fear.
Of how it's mocking the sound. Wait. This is kind of catchy music. Maybe we should listen to it too
I
now.
don't know what happened. The trolls just grabbed us and sealed us in bubbles to become vessels for the Great One, whatever that means. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd very much like to flee in terror.
That's a mood. You're so traumatized that you're fleeing in terror. I don't want to get caught. No, those skeleton warriors are still non-metallic.
Dude, you rock! Did you see all these gnarly ghosts? Oh, yeah. Osiris said they were sealed in this cave by his bro back in the day.
Hey, you all are new NPCs. I don't know who Garrick Golden Hawk
Something with
is.
power of the dead broke him out, though. Oh, I bet it was Malorn. Dude's always been jealous of my raw cool. Oh, you think Malister did it? Didn't he blow up with the death school or something?
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. Going out to get some rays.
This music is pretty cool. Oh, now it's spooky. This is the music that I'm used to hearing, this spooky one.
At last! Let me guess, Nolan sent you to do his work for him? That is such a myth wizard thing to do. Or maybe it's just him.
Yep, Nolan sent us to do his work for him. Yep, that is such a myth wizard thing to do. That's so interesting how they're framing myth wizards as mean. Kind of like the popular trope in high school, because Storms in Wizard101 is supposed to be like the mean one that tells you to blade them and that you do less damage than them and that you're just a support wizard.
By Nolan and we can discuss next steps.
Funny how Kingsowl has framed it that myth wizards are the meanies, because in actuality storm wizards are supposed to be that. Storm wizards, like, those characteristics align more with the tropes of the storm wizard. I am going to turn the music off because I can't really understand it is pretty distracting.
Good. Now we need to finish the job the trolls and Warhorn started. We need to defeat General Achilles. I don't know what dark influence Achilles found in this cave or how it lets him disrupt control of Professor Jake's minions, but it doesn't matter.
I feel like it matters a little bit. We'll never get to Achilles' tower with those Warhorns on his side.
No, we definitely won't. Our spellbooks are gone and they are not entry-level monsters. But our new friend here can do it.
Oh, that's an excellent idea I just had. Wizard, go fight Warhorns until they surrender. I'll stay here and protect the others.
You're gonna take the credit?
Thanks.
Wait, what does Rosie give us?
So
okay.
if you happen to be fighting them anyway, could you get it back for me?
Yep. So this Mark TP brings us to Dark Cave, so we'll replace it with a mark location to Nolan. Are they next to a teleporter? So we can use it. We can do maybe the 1-to-1. Yeah. Wow, they have a lot of health. I'll probably take like 3 rounds to kill these guys. We do have 238, well, 285 in total. So our 2-pip spell, and then we can use a scarab. Nicely done. Let's hope that our spell does not fizzle, which means we want to hope that we cast our spell. Yes! Easy, easy. We are low on health. We need to defeat 3 of them. Alright, I wonder if I have any snacks to feed my pet. so that I can continue to use the 45 or 47 damage spell. Alright, let's use a scarab before someone else joins our battle. Although it would be okay if someone joined it because we still need to defeat another one. Alright, so what was I going to do? I was gonna feed my pet these snacks. Alright, well, I ran out of snacks and those snacks aren't very useful. So we can just, it's basically like junk, so you just feed the pet that. It's not like very valuable to keep or anything. So now we can cost so 30 divided by 5 is what, like 70 or something? I mean, sorry, 7 or something, or 6. We can use this spell for 6 more rounds before 6 more battles before we can't anymore, because then we won't have any happiness. Since we don't have any more snacks to increase its happiness. Well, let's hope that our scarab kills. He fizzled. And we didn't, which is really good. Did I also complete? Yes. So we completed both the side quests and the main quest, and the reason why I did collect that side quest is because we're going to fight the Minotaurs anyways. Might as well get extra XP.
Wizard, but can you defeat Achilles himself? I hope so. He just hasn't been the same since that undead monster came in. I'll be honest with you, it scares me, Wizard. Someone needs to save General Achilles from himself. Can you do it? Then go inside, and good luck.
Oh, so Achilles is gonna give us a new spell. I wonder what it is. I actually don't know. So this fight is pretty difficult. I will pack a heal. Well, yeah, I will pack a heal just in case. I know a lot of people have died trying to do this spell. I mean, trying to do this quest.
Will start. When the timer runs out, anyone standing on the sigil will go inside the dungeon with you.
One of you comes to face me at last. Know this. I see Cyclops Lane, but it was not my choice.
It was mine. No, down here, near the crowds. Yes, me. Fear me. For I am a prince of Darkmoor, cursed to be a bunny, beaten by a vampire, then trapped between physical and spiritual planes.
Oh my god, this rabbit, this bunny was bitten by Shane von Shane in Darkmoor and was sent here for some reason. That's so funny.
I'm a ghostly vampire bunny, and I once tried to control Wizard City with my hypnotic gaze. Alas, I was sealed in a case with the other undead.
Aww.
But Malice there destroyed our prison, sent us to cause chaos.
Mm.
And then his brother provided an easily swayed army of trolls and cow things. But sadly, yours is too keen an intellect to fall for my diabolical
The cow things are the minotaurs. That's so funny. Alright, great one. You're totally evil. Totally. I think, yeah, this is quite a difficult fight. Let's see how difficult it really is. He has 470 health. It actually is difficult. But at least we go first, which is good. So I will use a thunder snake on the first dude. So let's try to get rid of the first enemy so that we can make it a 1v2 against the boss and Our spell won't kill. We will need to spend 2 rounds hitting the first minion. At least it fizzled. Okay. So he's at 84 health. I do think a fire cat will fizzle. So let's hope that our scarab doesn't hit low end. No, it did. What a shame. Alright, guess we'll have to use another scarab to kill the dude. But we've fizzled. Can he fizzle? Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna die soon. Which is he dying? Oh my god. Okay, we know that he can't kill us just yet with 1 pip. So let's use... Oh, we can use our pet and actually heal ourselves. Nice. Go pet, go! Choose you! Bonk. Alright. Now what we can do is... He doesn't have the ability to heal. So we can still attack him with a scarab. Then we're gonna need to wait 3 rounds to kill with double scorpion. But 3 rounds is a long time, so... Can he kill me within 3 rounds? We're gonna just use a heal over time at the moment. With our treasure card that we got from the librarian. When we were giving him the tome that Rattlebones left behind. We have 9 mana left. But I think we level up and get enough mana. So whenever we level up, our everything refuels. my god. 200 damage. So we can use Scorpion. We are healing by 70 health each round for 3 rounds. He's doing his another attack. How much is it now? Is it 100? So it's 100 per pip. Okay. He can't kill us again. Only way that he kills us is if we fizzle our Scorpion. Because then he can kill us with a 200 attack. But he used his pip, so it's okay. GG. Never mind, we fizzled. If we fizzle again, it's over. Please don't fizzle again. There we go. We actually would have died if we fizzled again.
So you brought Achilles to heal. Doesn't matter. As long as my influence remains over Cyclops Lane, I will never fade.
He's right, you know. His thoughts keep him tethered to the physical world. But if he lost them, he'd fade back to the nexus to its life and death. I'm telling you this because I never liked that buddy. I took Cyclops Lane as a distraction from Malister's plan. Whatever that is, we Cyclops are an honorable people, and I was honor-bound to Malister for saving my life from a rogue optometrist.
A rogue optometrist?
I'm honor-bound to you.
A rogue optometrist? Who?
The Great One seized the Watching Eyes, our security system, turning them into hypno-eyes to lull all the minions on the street. Even now, these crystal balls maintain his bewitching gaze. Destroy them, and his influence over this street will dissipate.
So the crystal ball watches the city or something?
This isn't the end of me, Wizard. I'll be back. Always with the rivalry for the ages. You'll see. One day, the Great One will return.
I wonder if the Great One did return. I don't recall him in the actual storyline.
He probably won't return, and his thrall should slowly return to normal. I vow I will honor my word and restore order to the street.
Yeah, so General Achilles confirmed that he probably won't return, yeah. I vow I will honor my word and restore order to this street. Alright, let's go back to Nolan. Hopefully it gives us enough XP to level up instead of using a potion. Or else we need to find some mana.
Oh, thank you! And see, it says right on the front, Maze Book, not labyrinths, no guarding necessary. Silly warhorns.
Why is Electra
The
here?
trolls and warhorns seem more docile now. I take it that
More like this wizard was successful, bro. Doesn't look like you moved an inch since you got us captured.
Literally.
Now let's not point fingers. We succeed and fail as a team. And I will report our success to Professor Drake as such. A team effort.
I will report our success. Stop trying to take all the credit, Nolan.
Whatever you say, Nolan. Wizard,
Whatever you
should head back to
say.
Sergeant Muldoon in Old Town and tell him Cyclops Lane is under control.
Nice. Wait. Oh, that was pretty easy. That didn't take. Well, I honestly don't know how long it took. Private Emerson, who are you? Don't know who all of these guys are. They seem new. I think they are new. Like new as in like they were integrated maybe like 5 years ago or something. If we don't have enough XP, I guess we need to collect the health. So Let's use the teleporter to go to the main gate to go back to Old Town. So the NPC is right, like in front of here.
General Achilles is backing down? Good. Then maybe he can do the job he promised to do and maintain order on Cyclops Lane. Though it may take a while with all the creatures roaming around there now. Good work all the same, Wizard.
Oh, we did level up. Very nice. I still don't want this rope because it's not a closed fist. It doesn't really benefit us.
I require your assistance, please. Come see me when you can.
So now we are able to go to another quest. We finished Cyclops Lane and now we can do Firecat Alley. But a professor did want to see us. So let's see what he gives us. We did get a an elemental a spirit shield, but these shields are not useful when you know how to play the game. They're only useful in boss fights. Let's see what Arthur wants to give us.
I say, you appear to be ready for advancement. In order to know balance, you will need to know of the other schools first. Learn about the schools of fire, ice, and storm from their representatives. Only by knowing the edges will you find the center of things. Toodles!
Wait, do we get our blade here? That we can help the other schools? If so, we are level 7. Okay, let's see. So let's talk to everyone. I don't think we get our blade. It's a bit too early. Ah. Okay, I guess we go to Lydia Grey Rose now. Alright.
You ask, what is so exciting about the ice
What is
school?
so exciting?
Well, when I was a young girl, I loved the wintertime and played in the snow. So going to the ice school was only natural. But in later years, I grew to learn how powerful ice was. Did you know the great raven caused the giants to slumber and turn into the glaciers?
I grew to learn how powerful ice was. It's the weakest school and everyone hates ice. I'm probably gonna make a meme about that.
With the force of giants behind our school, I don't have to boast about how powerful our magic is. I have never regretted the day I started here.
Whatever you say, Lydia, whatever you say. Alright, so we just need to talk to 2 more professors. We can go to Gollum Court, where we did see Regina Flame Talon. Yes, that's one of her uses of being in Gollum Court. I don't want to do her quest though, because it is a waste of time and I want to get out of Wizard City.
You want to know about fire? Well, for starters, it's the most powerful school. Its magic is derived from the dragons that ruled in the time of Titans.
It's the most powerful school. So Lydia said that how powerful ice wizards are, and now Regina says it's the most powerful school. It's not the most powerful school.
Before the dragons could destroy the giants by melting them into the sea, the great tree and great raven put them into a magical slumber.
Well, the dragons could destroy the giants by melting them into the sea. The great tree and great raven put them into a magical slumber. Oh, so the great tree is Bartleby. The great raven is Raven, mother, grandmother Raven or something. So,
if you ever decide to join a real school, not saying that balance is all that bad, consider fire, but only if you want to join the best.
No, thank you.
Hi,
I don't want to help you in your science fair project. Sorry. So fire is the second best, like, powerful school. Storm is the first, is number one. The reason why, so every wizard eventually creates a storm because they want to see how powerful it is, but also Storm is a difficult school to play for your first time, which is why no one recommends Storm. You only play it once you know how to survive, once you know when you're gonna die or if you're not gonna die, because it is very squishy and you die a lot.
Are you kidding? Storm is the most powerful of the schools.
Yes.
Back in the First Age, the Tritons practically drowned all the dragons by themselves.
So it is following the quote-unquote Rochambeau where Tritons is Storm, and Storm beats Fire, Fire melts Ice, and Ice freezes Storm, although Ice is very weak and would never actually beat Storm, unless it's in PvP.
If Bartleby hadn't stopped them, well, there wouldn't be any fire school. But you won't hear Falmea speak of that.
Yeah, so Bartleby is the Bartleby is a great tree that we were just talking about. So Bartleby put the dragon and the giant in a slumber. So what happened to the Triton?
Life, death, and myth? They have their good points. But to watch Professor Baelstrom cast a Stormzilla? Well, you know Storm is to be feared.
Correct.
Whoa there, chum. Stop a second and introduce
Whoa.
yourself. Me? I'm Boris Tallstaff, ace reporter at the Ravenwood Student Gazette.
What was the switcheroo with the voice dialogue? Oh, that's funny.
I make the noise, I rattle the cages, I ask the tough questions, like, what's the deal with magic? Where did it come from? How? We need to...
Sorry, I don't want to accept your quest. It's a very obnoxious quest to do. Alright, let's go to Ravenwood. We can go back through our dorm. So, what spell are we given?
So, you have spoken with the representatives of the Fire, Ice, and Storm schools. You noticed how they all claim to be the best school, didn't you? Well, they all speak the truth in their own way. Each school has its advantages, but each school also has its own disadvantages.
True. Though Ice isn't very good. Kind of is good in PvP though.
But balance draws on elements from each of the other schools, incorporating bits and pieces to fill in the gaps between them. Visit the pond in the commons. Stand in the water and absorb what it has to teach you. Believe it or not, you will receive enlightenment.
We're gonna get judgment? I'm so curious on what spell we're actually going to get. Well, let's not be the person that makes everyone looks at their spell. But I do think a judgment is going to get casted here.
Water, you become aware of a great power building in the area.
Judgment!
Greetings, student of balance.
It is wise for you to reflect upon the lessons of water. It can take many states and assume great power in both storm and ice. Water can be very destructive, eroding away both metals and mountains. It also holds great power in the way in which all life requires it. Though water has great power in the waves of an ocean, it can also achieve a calm serenity, such as in this simple pond. Reflect upon the lesson and become like water. You too can achieve balance, my friend.
Wow, her voice is very calm. I want her to read me a bedtime story. Alright, do we actually learn judgments early?
So, you were visited by a minion of balance. Smashing! It seems you have completed your first assignment, young wizard.
We get precision. Goodbye. I mean... we don't have any spells to use. First round. I guess we can use precision. But it's a very useless spell. Let's go to Firecat Alley. One person is in Firecat Alley. Is there anyone else that is in Firecat Alley? No. Alright, I'm gonna give... well, I don't want to risk teleporting to a player in there because they might be in a battle. So how much gold do we have? We have 300 and something gold, almost 400 gold. Can we get anything useful? No, they're very expensive. They're actually not that great either. We could get an Athame to give us more health, but it's not very useful. So all we can do is sell all of our gear so that we can get some more gold. These aren't very useful. Wow, we have one robe that gives us 491 gold. Although we are still incredibly broke. Wait, have we equipped this yet? No, okay, I'm glad that we didn't buy an Athame because we already have one. Alright, I'm gonna go to the commons to see the mount costs. I thought it cost 1,000 gold. I don't want to use my gold in the meantime. It does. Very nice. So if this video does well, then we can, because our mount will run out. So if we do another episode of this, then we can afford another mount, else we have to manually walk around, which is not ideal. So let's try to beat Firecat Alley. Don't recall how long it is. Let's hope that we can finish it within 40 minutes.
Halt! Oh, you're that Unicorn Way hero wizard, aren't you? What? Sergeant Muldoon sent you? Woo! I need all the help I can get. This street is ablaze, wizard, and not in the way it's always ablaze. It's been completely consumed by anger and hostility and violence. The fire elves have gone insane. A gaggle of them even broke down the gate to the dark cave. Now the undead have spilled out into the street. I can't hold all these roving mobs of mayhem at bay alone. Please, wizard, can you drive the haunted minions back?
Okay. Honestly, I don't want the precision blade. We need to defeat 2 minions now. And I think we can easily do that through a Thunder Snake if we don't fizzle. If we fizzle, then our Scorpion kills. Nice. I wonder if we've gotten any more pet snacks for our pet to continue using its spell. No, this is the last time that we can use the spell. So maybe I'll save it for when I actually need it. In the meantime, I can just use a Scorpion. Very nice.
Truce. We'll keep to this corner of the street, but we're not going back in the dark cave. It's
spooky there. Oh, they're traumatized.
The undead have promised not to venture any farther? It's not ideal, but after everything else that's happened here, I call that It all started when the Fire Elves were rehearsing the song Recollection from Fire Cats, the musical.
What?
Everything was going fine, pitchy soprano solo aside, when one of the Fire Elves suddenly shot a tiny arrow at me. Then another elf joined, then another. The animosity spread like wildfire. Now even the lawn decorations have risen up and gone all stabby. A wizard named Lizzo Firespitter was coaching the elves on singing before the trouble started. I saw them attack her. I wanted to help, but...
Wait, this is the Lizzo thing that everyone was talking about because... well, she aged poorly.
I simply had to secure this position. Now I'm the only thing standing between all this chaos and Old Town. Please, will you check on Lizzo?
Wow. Lizzo is a new story, like a new update thingy to the story. There's so much new things in Wizard City. Like all of these NPCs are kind of like irrelevant. They were like a new compared to when I last did the storyline.
This is no place for a newbie like you. Wait! You're the new kid who cleaned up Unicorn Way, aren't? Some fire elves attacked me and stole my spellbook. The truth hurts, but I'm literally... Could you get my spellbook back? You will? Thanks. Just try to be gentle, okay? The fire elves aren't...
Someone has corrupted them, okay.
Something has corrupted them.
I like how she's still compassionate. Alright, let's defeat the fire elves. So I haven't been using the fire cat spell, so I am going to remove it out of my spell book. The precision blade, the reason why I'm using it even though it's quite useless is because it does enable me to not fizzle, and so instead of passing, I'll just ensure that I won't fizzle by casting the precision blade. But whenever we do get like a power pip, which we only get new pips at the moment, it's like just to use something in the meanwhile. But after we start to gain power pips, and no one ever uses that spell anymore, it's very, very, very useless.
Burnt out ends of smoky days, the stale cold smell of morning. Fire for fiddle!
Wow. I wonder if that was a kid voice acting or not. That sounded very cute.
My spell book! Thank you! You really are as talented as they say. However, I have no idea what's causing my little friends to go cuckoo bananas like this, or how to help them. But I might know of someone. There's a rumor of a witch who was fired from Ravenwood that lives in hiding here on Firecat Alley. They say she turned a kid into a humongo frog.
Wait. The witch turned Nolan into a humongo frog? Is that the lore?
I think we can convince her to use her advanced magical prowess to help the fire elves. I might be too optimistic, but that's the human in me. The wizard in me is worried she's the one who caused all this. Either way, we need to find her. I saw Shella's Gruffheart cowering in a corner at the top of the hill instead of helping me while I was running for my life earlier.
Who is Shella's Gruffheart?
Oh well, go ask Shellis if he knows where the witch lives.
Who? This dude is named Shellis Gruffheart?
Leave me alone! Oh, you're a wizard. Wait, you're not two fire elves in a wizard costume, are you? No? You promise? Because I know ice magic.
But that doesn't really make sense because fire melts ice. But in Wizard101 terms, they made it that both ice and fire against each other. And then later in the game, you focus on this system called Rochambeau, where fire melts ice, ice freezes storm, and storm rains on fire.
Okay, I believe you. Which is good, because I don't know a lick of ice magic. So, are you here to save me, magical child?
I don't know a lick of ice magic.
What do you want then? Do I know where the old witch is? I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that the bedeviled fire elves stole my strongbox.
Well, if you can't help me find the witch, why am I gonna help you find your strongbox?
My entire month's earnings are in that box, wizard. You get my strongbox back. Wink, wink.
And maybe I'll remember the
I'll
answer.
remember the answer to your question.
Wow. Okay, I guess we have no choice other than... Oh. We actually can die. We need health and these those are the wrong elves that we need to fight. Bonk. We do need health, so let's try to get some health. And mana. These elves are gonna be more difficult. I need more health actually. Okay, so they go first. Man, the difficulty is bumped up. I won't be able to kill until 2 rounds.
You must refill your pet's happiness to use pet mode. Feed it pet snacks to do so. The better it likes the snacks.
It's gonna take 3 rounds to kill these fire parlors. There's some healthies on the left that we can get. Not enough. If we get caught, it's okay. There we go. We can't use our pet anymore because we don't have any snacks. Feed it. And it's not that useful anyways. Maybe I should have tried to use a thunder snake, because this doesn't kill unless it hits a high end, which it doesn't. Man. Yeah, so it's better to use like a thunder snake so that even if you fizzle, it's basically the same as not killing with a scarab. Is that like the musical or something? I really like that cute voice. Fire for Fiddle.
My strong box. Thank you. Now about your question. I can't say for certain. She keeps her windows drawn, and there's often strange smoke billowing from her chimney. That's the best I can give you.
Wait, Greta? Like Greta the witch isn't actually fully a witch. Is she just cosplaying as a witch? I don't know that.
How dare you interrupt an old woman from her stories? Did Ambrose send you to banish me? Well, I'm not going without a fight. What's that? Corrupted fire elves? Murderous magma men? The undead have spilled from Dark Cave? They need the witch's help? First off, I'm 100% not that witch. Or any witch for that matter. I'm an alchemist. Secondly, this sounds
You're an
like
alchemist that looks like a witch?
the guard is pinned down. Ugh, typical. Alright then, I'll help. But I need to know exact. Take this special vial and collect a sample of magma from those
You're
magma
not a
men you mentioned
witch?
for me to analyze. We'll go from there.
What's the difference between what is an alchemist? A person who practices alchemy. A person who transforms or creates something through a seemingly magical process. Is that not a witch? What's a witch then? Alchemist versus witch. Alchemists study the composition and structure of the four elements and how to transmute substances. Alchemy is often associated with the chemistry, potion making, and transformation magic. Alchemists work through love to facilitate the natural flow of life. Whereas witches practice magic they may have acquired through a pact with evil spirits. Witchcraft can be malevolent and the power may be exerted involuntarily. So like an alchemist is like a good witch. Well, it's not a witch. So witches have to be evil. Alchemist is just like experimenting with making potions, yeah. That's pretty fun. There's not really a school in Wizard101 that experiments with potions. I think that's more in Pirate 101 where they're called a witch doctor. Alright, so all of these fights we're going to need to kill within 3 rounds. It is taking a bit long. I do think we will end the episode with finishing Firecat Alley. If you haven't fallen asleep yet and you're still listening, make sure to again subscribe and like the video. But I hope that you can fall asleep. Hope you are all drifted off to sleep.
Oh, that was quick. Phew! You smell like sulfur. Now, hand me the magma and I'll run a quick analysis on it. And done. Ah, looks like the root cause was a banshee's whale curse. Oh, and I recognize these melodic signatures. Bastilla Graveweed. Bastilla was the prima donna of the Fire Globe Theatre decades ago. She had a bitter relationship with the Fire Elves, especially fellow actors. During a performance of magic fire music, her elf co-star accidentally summoned actual fire magic, and that was the end of poor Bastilla. I'd heard that she had a thriving underworld theater career, but apparently she's decided to return with a vengeance.
Oh, it's Bastilla, that's the witch. It was Greta because, well...
A banshee's whale curse works like an auditory virus. Rehearsals for that dreadful musical served as the perfect way to infect the masses. Thankfully, this particular whale seems to have no effect on humans. But we need to help the Fire Elves before their little brains melt. To reverse the curse, I'll need a Hercules stone to record Bastilla's voice onto. Get one from the rotting fodder in Dark Cave.
I need to go back to Dark Cave. My goodness. So the Dark Cave is in Cyclops Lane. So Greta does kind of become evil like way down the line. We battle her for like one fight in the entire game. I don't remember why. I guess because like the Kabbalist infected her or something. I don't know. I think it was the Kabbalist storyline way down our adventure as a wizard. That's why I thought Greta was a witch. She's not. She actually is an alchemist. Right? It's Bastilla that is a witch. Forgot about Bastilla.
Take a Herkimer stone. We'll dig up another to record
Oh, that wasn't
our
that
second
difficult.
feats upon.
Let's go back to Greta.
Ah, good. This Herkimer stone should work nicely to record Bastilla's wail. I'll override whatever noise the... You'll just need to get Bastilla mad enough to let out a good shriek. I did a little reconnaissance while you were gone. Big surprise, Bastilla is in her old house, the Diva's Tower, down the street. Good luck.
That 100% not that witch. The reason why I forgot that Bastilla existed is because she's not the final boss of Cat Alley. There's still another boss that we need to defeat. I think. I wonder where the mana wisps are. King's Hour really doesn't give us any mana wisps. I think we can defeat her with 11 mana. We can use a potion, but we have enough health. There's no reason to use a potion.
At last! I've been eagerly awaiting a review of the performance I gave for the Fire Elves. What? Are you not a fan? Well, Alistar is. None of you wretched living creatures' opinions will matter once the Dark Master's plan is fulfilled. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Wait, is Bastilla not a witch? Is she a banshee? But Bastilla's not a witch. Alright, well, there's two minions. There's one minion and a rank 3 boss. We actually do need a potion up. I will pack a heal just in case, and probably a spirit shield. I really don't know how difficult this fight is. Just 400 health. I can kill the minion with a scorpion. It may take 4 rounds to kill the boss, which is a lot. I do want to keep this character like a budget-friendly character. I'm not going to like ask people for monstrous DCs, and what monstrous treasure cards do is that they make your spells essentially one shot the enemy and make the questing more efficient. I will go that route though if I do get enough gold, but they do tend to be quite expensive to buy. And we're saving our gold for a mount for next episode if you guys do enjoy listening to this and falling asleep to this. So we honestly don't need the pixie. we're gonna remove it out of our deck because we do have the heartbeat and she's not that difficult. I wonder why she is chained up though. She has chains around her body. Oh, I've made a mistake not packing enough scorpions. Which means we should pack 3 scorpions and 2 scarabs. And also remove these shields out of my deck. So 2 scarabs will kill her. Nice. Enough practice all. We're okay. Crazy vocals.
You upstaged my comeback performance. It was going so well too. I laughed. I cried. Oh, it was better than Firecats. Enjoy this day, whelp. For when you bear witness to Malastair's Malamupus, then you will be sorry. This entire wretched city will be sorry.
I love how her laugh is not even a laugh at the end because she knows that she's irrelevant.
Did you capture Bastilla's whale? Great! What's that? She warned there's still more to Malastair's sinister plan? Wait, Malastair's behind this? Malastair? Drake? The Death Professor? I'd heard he blew himself up with the Death School after his sweet wife, Sylvia, passed. Truth be told, I'm not surprised. There was always a certain darkness about him. Sylvia was too good for that entire Drake family, if you ask me.
Wait, that's... He misses her so much because he knew that she was like a very positive figure in his dark life.
Nonetheless, we still need to transmute Bastilla's whale into a cure for the Fire Elves. We'll just need a few things before we can get started. Unfortunately, the alchemical transmutation. One student turns himself into a humongo frog, and everyone wants the alchemy professor run out of town. Bartleby forbid Ambrose have my back. Anyhow, I can make do with crafting equipment. Here's a list of items to borrow from Gloria Crendel in Old Town. Just, don't mention my name.
Wait, she's the one that gives us a crafting quest.
You have gained quite a bit of knowledge, haven't you, young one? Come see me. I have a new spell for you.
Do we actually need to accept the crafting? I don't think we do. 1,000 gold, enough to buy our next mount. We don't really have we don't really have much gold.
Hello, young wizard. How can I help you craft today? You'd like to borrow some crafting items. One large beaker, one crucible. Of course, there are a few other items in the crate as well. Tell Greta she's welcome to them too. Call it an overdue parting gift. What? I can spot Greta's alchemy setup a mile away. Don't worry. Everybody knows she's been hiding on Firecat Alley.
Oh my god, that's so funny. She really just wants to stay hidden, but everyone even knows her location. That's so respectful that everyone doesn't bother her and that she continues to believe that she's hidden and safe. I don't want to do crafting, no. You really shouldn't do crafting until like level maybe 60 or something. Wait, that's not the girl that gives us the crafting quest. I think Eloise gives us. Is that her name? Eloise. No, it's Eudora. I think she's the one that gives us crafting quest. Oh, we need to go back to Greta. Okay, let's go through the Firecat Alley. Mark teleporter.
How did it go? You got everything on the list? And Gloria says hello? Let's just get this done. Go set up the alchemy table over there. Ooh, that equipment is nice enough for an amateur like you to perform the transmutation. Go on, just place the Herkimer stone on the crucible. There we are. Now bring me the potion and let me check your work. Wow, A+ work here, young one. Good work. Now for the next part of the plan. The curative intonation potion will work similarly to the initial curse, so you'll need to administer it to an influential fire elf. Alacane Swift Arrow is the most famous fire elf actor alive. Once he's cured, just explain to him that it's up to him to pass the cure on to his people. You'll find Alacane in the Fire Globe Theater. I've imbued your wand with the curative potion. Now go give Alacane a good thwacking.
Alright, I think we actually got to the end of Firecat Alley. This is the final boss that we are defeating, I think. I don't recall it being too difficult of a fight, but we can just crack a fairy just in case. And head over there. We do have a 727 health to work with. Do we have any other gear? No, we don't. So it is a fire.
Something to learn. Fire for Friddle Wizard City must burn. Fire for Friddle.
They're not that difficult. But I will pack a shield just because we don't really have anything. In order to go first, I do want to fish for first. I do want to try to go first to make our battle easier. So I'm going to re-log into it and try to get first again.
Wizard! I'm excited to...
Wizard, something very exciting has happened. The pets page of your... The pet tome.
Young Wizard!
Nope, they don't want us to go first. Okay, let's see how difficult it is. It probably isn't that difficult, especially if we know how to play. And if they're fizzling, the shooting is not very good because they can use overtimes. But it's just a filler move at the moment. We can kill the Magma Man with a scorpion and a snake. Alright, we're getting very lucky that the boss keeps fizzling. Oh, we don't even need to use the Thunder Snake, we can just use our Scarab. Oh, that's all the bosses casting a fire cat. Another fire cat. So fire cat can do 120 damage. We will be spared 3 more rounds. We do need to heal We don't... do we if he keeps fizzling? Not even casting a fire spell. I only did 162 damage. We honestly do need a heal. We need to do 3 more rounds of damage. Oh my dude, oh my goodness. Honestly, I'm gonna put some more attacks in our treasure cards just in case if these bosses heal or something, we will run out of cards and won't be able to kill them. So let's see if we have any random treasure cards in our sideboard to put in. Also the backup. Because we have the exact amount of cards to kill if he had any more higher health. Or if we didn't kill the minion within the 2 rounds with a scorpion and a Wampip, we would have lost this battle not having enough cards. Please don't tell me you're gonna heal, thanks. You actually can't kill me here unless I fizzle this. Which he's fizzling, so it's fine. He's fizzled like 4 times, dude. I actually could have died.
Lo, the dark resonance hath been driven from my brain. By the hand of this gentle wizard, I am again stark raving sane. How can I ever repay you?
Now he's thinking clearly.
You say only I can deliver my people from the grip of this dreadful banshee's curse? But how? I am an actor. We, the cure and my voice hath entwined? Then accept the role of hero I must, and I shall deliver a performance for the ages, to the streets!
W voice acting. Alright, let's go back to Greta.
Well, did you fix this mess? Can I go back to my stories now? Finally! This whole ordeal has made me realize that I don't miss working with students as much as I'd previously thought. No offense.
What did I do wrong?
Run along then, dear. And if you would be so kind as to omit my name from your official reporting to the city guard, I'd appreciate it. Ta-ta!
Hi, Greta. I totally won't see you again in like 100 levels time. Okay, let's go back to Private Queen and finish Firecat Alley. Alright, I think all of you guys are falling asleep. We are going to end the episode here when we do submit return this quest, and then if this video does get popular, we can continue doing we can continue with Triton Avenue and hopefully get to Crocotopia World.
Great balls of fire! You're alive! When I didn't hear back from you, I just assumed... Well, I'm glad you weren't fricasseed. Did you find Lizzo? She's safe now? Whew. And feel free to mention how I'm still bravely defending this position. If it comes up. Thanks, Wizard. I couldn't have done it without you.
I love how all of them are trying to like convince the headmaster that they belong in the area when they're not even doing anything and I'm the one doing everything. It's some mistwood. Oh, give me that.
Hello again, young wizard. Do the smell of brimstone and burnt hair spell word from Firecat Alley? You helped quell an undead insurrection and cured a fire elf curse? Impressive! We're not out of the woods yet, but we're making headway.
Great. We have finished Firecat Alley. In the next episode, if this video is successful, we will continue with Triton Avenue. Thank you everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you hopefully next time. Bye bye!